Alright, so this is the video for the next assignment, the Retopo one. Alright, so at this point you might still be in quad draw mode. If you are, just hit like Q, W, E, or R. So if I'm still in, where's the quad draw tool? Right here. If I'm in this mode, all I gotta do is just hit like Q, and then I'm back out of it. And then I'm just gonna right click, come on, drag up to object mode, make sure in object mode. What we wanna do is have your retopoed model selected, not the high res model, because we want to export out that back into Maya so we can start sculpting on it. So I had that one selected. I'm just going to go to File, Export Selection, and Desktop. And I'm just going to go, we're not going to do FBX, we're just going to do Maya binary. And we do not want to include any of this stuff. So that's fine. Okay. And we're just going to say Maya to ZBrush and export selection and hit continue. And then I'm just going to go ahead and open up ZBrush. And I will pause it while that loads up. Now just start with an empty scene like you see here. And all we're going to do is we are going to import. And I'm just going to go to desktop and ZBrush, I'm sorry, not ZBrush to Maya. It should be Maya to ZBrush. Does it need MA? Oh, it needs MA. Sorry, my bad. That's weird. Okay, so File, Export Selection, and choose not Maya binary, Maya ASCII. Okay, and then we'll just again call that Maya to ZBrush. Okay. And continue. Let's go back here again. Now let's try that again. Import. And I gotta again navigate to where it is. And Maya to ZBrush. Open. Okay. So it's right there. I have to click on it, select it. It's my tool. I'm gonna click and drag. I'm gonna hold shift so it snaps. Notice how I shall hold shift and it'll snap. Let go. Then I'll hit T to start editing, or you hit the little edit button. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and turn this on. I'm gonna put the floor on. I'm gonna put perspective on. And there we go. Okay. Now I have my retopoed model in here. Okay, so that's all good. Now I need to do is start sculpting on it. But if you look at it, if I hit Shift F or you hit this poly frame, you'll see that it's pretty low poly, which is what we wanted. But in order to add detail to it, because right now if I tried to draw on this, you're going to see it's just not enough geometry to support that. You want to go to Geometry, and we're going to just start dividing. We're not going to use any of these other tools. We're just going to subdivide the model. So I'm going to click on this, and that's going to divide it. And then you can also hit Control D, and I'm going to hit subdivide. And we'll go like 2 levels to start with. And all I'm going to do here is basically just kind of flesh it out. So I just have my standard brush, so BST. Let's make it a little bit bigger. And oops, you know what? It's not mirrored. See, it only happens on one side. So to mirror that, you can just hit X. That's mirror, or you go to Transform, Activate Symmetry, and X. Okay. Alright. You can also see that lazy mouse is on. See, there's like a line going on behind that. I'm not a big fan of that. So I'm going to go to stroke. I'm going to go to lazy mouse, and I'm going to turn that off. There we go. Now it just does it. And take my intensity down a whole bunch. And basically what I can do is start sculpting. Okay, so I picture just being kind of a cartoony character, so there's nothing too fancy with this. But what you want to do is this. Use your standard tool and the BMO and, oops, not BMO, BM, what is it? Oh, V, okay, V. Use your different brushes and basically just try to push and pull and get the general proportions a little bit better. They might be easier to do now than they were before. So, you know, like his ear could probably be a little bit better. So I'm going to go like this. I'm going to hold Control and paint around the ear here. Like that. And I'm just going to go ahead and I still got the move tool right. Take this and I'm just going to, his head looks a little fat there. Just going to make it a little bit bigger and make it a little bit smaller. And just push that in a little bit. On this side, push this in just a little bit. There we go. Now his ears stick out a little bit better. Hold Control, click, and drag to clear my mask. Just going to hold Shift to smooth that. Okay, that's a little bit better. Shift that out a little bit more. But I can go through and basically just sculpt general proportions. Okay, so I would go through and make that a little bit better. Maybe, oops, still on move, BST. Maybe it's a little bit weak. Maybe try to pretend like there's a shirt on him. So I'm just going to kind of follow this edge loop around. Like so. Alright. And this is what's nice about doing the retopo, is because we did it this way, there's perfect edge loops on everything, so it makes it a little bit easier. Alright. And now he's starting to look jacked. Okay. And I'd go through and try to make, in general, all that look a little bit better. And then as you're going through, what you're going to want to do is you're just going to go ahead and divide and divide and divide. And you keep subdividing until you get to really high res stuff. And then if you wanted to add like little tiny, depends on your character, but I could do something where I would, on my alpha, oops, come on, use like this alpha, right? And then, yeah, I'm on center brush. I'm going to hold Alt, and I could draw these like scratches, you know, like if he's got wrinkles or something like that, at a higher res up here, okay? But while you're doing your general, let me get rid of those because they don't look good. Well, you can have those, but while you're doing your general, like just kind of shaping the body, just keep it lower, around 2 or 3. And I can still sculpt in here, and then I just pull this up when I want to do the higher details, okay? So just be careful, don't delete or freeze anything. Just use your subdivide, all right? That's basically it. So by the end of this, you should have kind of a high-res model that it looks like your character's basically done, okay? That would be it.